Anti-FPL freak here. Game week 23 was an interesting one for us. We finished with 29 points, moving us into 24th in the world. It was actually a fantastic all-round performance by the team, with 0 pointers, 1 pointers, 2 pointers everywhere, except for Senesi, who managed to score a goal against Newcastle as a defender. And of course, I captained the only player that returned on my team. If he had only gotten 2 points, we could have had a 15-point a week, which would have been amazing, but it's okay. Stuff like this happens all the time in anti-FPL. Aurier was a highlight, getting a 0-pointer, while Coutinho, Richarlison, and Vardy are providing massive value for us anti-FPL managers. They all secured 1-pointers, while costing 6.6, 8.4, and 9.1 million respectively. Dan James and Aubameyang didn't play again this week, so we'll have to sort that issue out on the transfer market. Looking around the anti-FPL league, we had some impressive scores in game week 23. Cal's main team, who fell from 4th to 8th place this week, managed to score 51 points. They made the same mistake of captaining Senesi, whilst their team got littered with no-shows and injuries, so Gundogan and Salah played and returned for them. If there's any time to use a wildcard, Cal, I would say it's now. Dire Consequences had a rough week, scoring 54 points, with Barnes, Watkins, Senesi doing damage, and Haaland and Salah coming off their bench. On the other side of the spectrum, Megs and Negs got a massive 15 points this week. A 0-pointer on their captain Konza was brilliant, while the rest of the team blanked as well. Sonny proving again to be a good anti-FPL asset. Fantasy Dream Team secured an impressive 18 points, having captained Havertz, who of course blanked. And good to see McGinn in anti-FPL squads again. Anti-Fantasy here also did really well with 19 points, with interesting players like Declan Rice, Doucouré, and Edouard. For this week, I've decided to bring back a player who was in my team at the beginning of the season. He seems to be a great anti-FPL pick, but the issue was he was on penalties. That man is of course Jorginho. It's good to have J5 back in the squad, as his stats have been looking extremely tempting, and I think he'll get a lot of substitute appearances. I also had to replace Aubameyang at this point, as he's completely phased out of the Chelsea team. I wanted to switch to Kai Havertz, but I would have gone over the 3 million budget, so instead Diogo Jota is in. For now, he's coming off my bench as a second option, and for a player who's likely to get substitute appearances, I think I'll take that. So this is the team for game week 24. I've captained Aurier, who's playing Man City, so hopefully we get a massive red arrow this week. See you guys next time.